Square and PayPal are the biggest fintech companies. Can SoFi compete or even win the battle within the fintech sector? If you want to know what SoFi is doing different than Square and PayPal and where the unique selling point is and why SoFi is a buy in my opinion, grab a coffee, sit back and enjoy. And as a little extra, at the end of the video I will tell you some other exciting similar stocks you should have on your watch list. But with further ado, let's get started and let me explain what is a unique selling point and why it is important for us investors. So a unique selling point, or short USP, and remember the short form because you will hear it a lot, alright? Defines in a short sentence or two that makes your business better than your competitors and why customers should buy from you instead from others. A USP could be lowest price, better service, service no one else has, basically any other factor that influences customers' buying behavior, and that is exactly what we are looking for if we are going to invest in the company, folks. Next to a ton of other things, right? So let's just take a closer look at where the unique selling point or short USP for SoFi could be and where it would not be. And the first point, which may also be really relevant, is to first define against whom SoFi should have a unique selling point. Should this USP be against the old classic banks or within the fintech branch in general? And since it is relatively easy when you say the USP against these old classic banks with their branches is in any case immediately recognizable for most of us, but not only SoFi has a strong USP against classic banks as well as Square and PayPal and other fintech companies. Namely, this on focus on mobile, everything digital and online, and therefore cost efficient and cheaper, where the old bank with their corresponding branches cannot offer this to the customers, and that gives these fintech companies a great advantage over these classic banks. I don't think this point is controversial. The most important point is the unique selling point of SoFi within the fintech companies, and that's where it gets really interesting. Because, to be honest, I don't think that, for example, Square's Cash App has a gigantic USP compared to Venmo from PayPal. However, currently PayPal's Venmo and the Cash App from Square are the two leading fintech companies, also due to their numbers of users. But that could change soon, and I will explain why. So I recommend watching the whole vid in order to get the full picture. PayPal and Square have the advantage that through their integration with their business-to-business model, they can also increase their Cash App a bit. But basically it has to be said that the benefit for the private investors must be to use this app to the fullest, and I don't see any gigantic benefits from a Cash App or from Venmo in the whole holistic banking approach compared to SoFi. On the contrary, because SoFi is the only holistic bank with all products such as credit cards, investments, cryptocurrencies and credit card scoring systems, richer APIs when compared to the other payment platforms, as well as money and invest integration, custom ETFs and financial planning and career advice. Offerings like PayPal and Square lack. Trading funds can also be accessed instantly via money product. Furthermore, because the loan business is integrated, it is the only super app in the market, folks. The direct difference you can see immediately is Galileo. Galileo is a technology platform that handles 90% of payments in the US for all fintech companies. That is, if you are now Robinhood or whoever, you handle all your payment transactions via Galileo, and Galileo belongs to SoFi, friends. The unique selling point that SoFi has in the end can be traced back to the following points at the moment. Firstly, you are first not in the basic fintech area, there is Square and PayPal's Venmo, but the first mover in the holistic banking approach. Holistic doesn't mean somehow enabling payment transactions and maybe trading a little bit of cryptocurrencies and maybe buying a few shares, but really handling the entire financial area that a customer would like in the course of his life. Completely from A to Z. Insurance, home financing such as mortgages, student loans, car financing and much more. Or maybe someone wants to ramp up his credit score. So everything that is somehow important in the financial sector during life, that is what SoFi wants to cover, and here you are the first. In the US, there is no one with such variety of products and no Square or PayPal offer this variety of products as SoFi currently has. So, first point, first mover in holistic banking area. The second approach is more important, especially in the combination with this first point, namely SoFi is an absolute fast mover. SoFi is expanding its platform as quickly as no other fintech company in this area. And on top of that, I would like to show you a graphic. And as you can see, it is impressive when you look at what SoFi has set up in the last 2 years, namely to really pull up this product portfolio as you can see here in the last 24 months. That's what I said with being fast. The platform is expanding as quickly as possible, but not expanding in any wild way, but in the sense that the customers are provided with the highest possible benefit as quickly as possible. The next point, which is one of the most important as well, is the management team. And Anthony Noto, who was at Goldman Sachs or Twitter, hence he knows the finance sector, but he also knows technology companies in a holistic way and how fast a technology company has to move in this very strong innovation-driven environment. But Anthony Noto is not the only one. If you look at the whole management structure, there is also Maria Rens. And Maria Rens, who was Jeff Bezos' right arm and technical consultant at Amazon for years, brings a lot of expertise from Amazon with her, and you can see that in the strategy. I will summarize it again for you. Be on the technology platform, ideally even own this technology platform as seen with Galileo, because Galileo belongs to SoFi. So be on this new technology platform, generate cost advantages through this new technology platform that your competitor does not have, pass these cost advantages on to your customers and thus attract even more customers, and in addition to these cost benefits, offer the customers functions that you cannot get elsewhere. So the customers has multiple advantages to come to SoFi and to stay and use the entire product portfolio. So the focus with this strategy is initially on a very high growth, and if the platform is then relatively large at some point, through a very large customer growth, then you can start to monetize this platform. And this strategy is in the end something that Amazon and YouTube made and many other platforms as well. And another important point of SoFi, which many others do not have, is the social aspect. For example, with rewards. These rewards work as follows. Customers who are with SoFi get so-called reward points, which you receive through actions that you can do on the platform, and these rewards in turn can then be redeemed, for example as a credit into your account, or if you then invest the whole thing in cryptocurrency, and thus maybe even get another bigger reward, which is then paid out in Bitcoin and through these rewards. SoFi has added value, namely that the customer uses this platform and dives deeper and deeper in this platform and uses more and more products, and thus SoFi also brings it practically money, and part of it SoFi gives money back to the customers via these rewards, which is one of these important core elements of the strategy. Looking at the consensus breakdown, bearing one hold, all four others recent SoFi reviews are positive, making for a strong buy consensus rating. In the year ahead, shares are anticipated to add 51% considering the average price target clocks in at $24.50. However, don't forget, SoFi is highly volatile and bears greater risk. And before coming to the list of stocks I promised, let me know in the comments below what you think about SoFi, as it would be really interesting to read what you guys think. But now to the promised stocks you might want to have on your watch list. First, Upstart with the ticker UPST. Upstart Holding provides credit services. The company provides a proprietary cloud-based artificial intelligence lending platform. The platform aggregates consumer demand for loans and connects it to the network of Upstart AI-enabled bank partners. The revenue of the company is primarily comprised of fees paid by banks. Second, Lending Club with the ticker LC. Lending Club Corp engages in the operation of an online credit marketplace for borrowers and investors. It offers personal, business, auto refinance, K-12, education loans and patient solutions. Third is IGT, which is kind of similar to PaySafe. And the fourth, PaySafe, where I am 40% down as PaySafe keeps dropping and dropping. So if you want to know why PaySafe is keeping dropping and if I sold PaySafe or if I bought more, consider subscribing and feel free to check out my other videos on my channel, as there is quite some interesting stuff to find. That being said, I hope you liked the video, and if so, kindly give it a thumbs up because the dang algorithm likes this stuff. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and remember, focus and don't get greedy. See you next time.